Yellow, yellow. Oh, it's not the right one. Shit. Why did I put you in here? Well, while we wait, let's play some Shape of Dreams. Shit. Huh? I think my shit's broken. Let's see. Ah, wrong one. There we go. That is. Thing's fucking lagging. Uh-oh. Huh. Fucking ads. Okay. Did I not deja vu? This fucking game, mate. Fucking hell, bro. Everything's gonna be alright. You finally told us. Yes. Emulation. Oh shit. Bruh. Unlucky run, honestly. Shop was up there. Fuck. Man, this is fucked up. Shit. I got hit by fucking everything. Fuck, I'm broke because I had to fucking waste my money. Oh, 2 shops? It's fine. I can just sell my shit. Yeah, I want this one. I want this.
YouTube Music Premium, listen to your favorite songs ad-free.
Wait. Dude, this shit's tripping. Feeling sick and tired, losing my mind, and I never really smile. Haven't heard your voice in a very long while. I've been looking for you, I've been searching for miles. Bitch, I'm sick and tired of feeling sick. Fuck, that one's pretty good. I want that. Can't help that it feels like I'm dying. Swear bad thoughts always cover my mind. Girl, I hope you know that you one of a kind, and I'll do anything for you just to be mine. But I can't help that it feels like I'm dying. Now you're running. Dude, I was looking at some. I want to look at some more of the posts, dude. They're so fucking funny. For the Blue Protocol thing, dude. Oh my god, dude. They're way too funny. Oh. Alone, alone, alone.
listen to ad-free songs, and discover new podcasts.
I've been smoking, trying to clear my mind. Shawty, gorgeous, yeah, she's so divine. Life is pointless, living just
Hey, level up my cool son.
roll that dice it, see it multiply. I've been smoking, trying to clear my mind. Shawty, gorgeous, yeah, she's so divine. Life is pointless, living just to die. Roll that dice it, see it multiply. You be Mary Jane and I'll be Peter Parker. I'm no doctor, I can't save you from your problems. I can't save you from your sorrows. What I can do is treat you like the princess that you are. Be my girl, my prima donna. We can listen to some Lana while we talk
Fuck.
about our problems. Look out at the sunset like tomorrow isn't promised, cause that shit is never promised. I've been smoking, trying to clear my mind. Shawty, gorgeous, yeah, she's so divine. Life is pointless, living just to die.
Goddamn! Took way too much damage.
See it multiply. I've been smoking, trying to clear my mind. Shawty, gorgeous, yeah, she's so divine. Life is pointless, living just to die.
By my side. Not a very good run. Oh. Oh my god, I'm gonna die. Oh, fuck. Mr. Stark, I don't feel so good, Mr. Stark. What the fuck, man? Wait, what? This shit just like, it just doesn't work. On the loop playlist, it literally doesn't work.
Or you can choose to guard it.
It's just a piece of shit.
This is a game where
Mm-hmm. Well, shit, boss. Still late for that. Oh my god, I'm trolling. I'm fucking cooked, dude. I fucked up this run. Like, I fucked up. Holy shit. God, fuck me, dude. Really? I got no HP though. We need a goddamn miracle. Whoops. It's good I'm getting those, but it's like it's kind of late.
Lo que buscas en un auto, we got you. ¿Y si quiero presumir un poco? Dale.
¿Y si no soy la mejor estacionando?
¿Tienes motor? We got you.
Where did all my HP go? Oh no. I blundered it, boys. It's cooked. Ooh. I think I'm fucking dead. Oh my god, I fucking trolled. Fuck me. Oh, I'm such a piece of shit. Thing is, I don't think I could beat the guy. I'm a piece of shit. Dude, I wanted to read some of these. I thought these were so fucking funny. Dude, I thought these were so funny. I was looking at the the Blue Protocol. Bro, what the actual fuck is this shit, man? Dude, there's just no shot. Please don't be 40-plus-year-old playing this game. Who the fuck? What the fuck is the matter? What the fuck? Dude, I thought this is so fucking funny, dude. So I saw this, and I was like, bruh, what the fuck? Who cares, man? So I saw this. Oh my god. And so I just thought this is so funny. I don't want to talk to some lolly anime girl in game and realizing it's a 40-plus-year-old man eating Cheetos with his fingers behind the screen. What the fuck? I just assume every female avatar regardless of physique is just a guy 90% of the time anyway. A bit like that since inception of MMOs. So you want to talk to lollies that are real kids? Jesus. I always play male characters. You're safe. Oh, I'm gonna be here. Don't worry, baby girl. It's typically the type of person you are who makes the game good as long as you play in your corner. If my dad wasn't playing me when he's very old, that's great. This is an MMO game. Nobody plays MMOs today other than 40-plus-year-olds. Real kids play Roblox or something. If you think this is some kind of dating game, maybe you should stay away from the game. If not, that shouldn't be a problem. Bro, what the actual fuck is going on here, dude? Best fucking bait or what? Oh shit. Real kids play Roblox and Fortnite. Grown-ass men play girl in MMORPG. If it is a girl, it means guy in real life. You basically just said, I want to talk to little girls that are real little girls. Holy fuck, dude. The main reason why males make female characters in a lot of games, not just in MMOs, is down to the fact that you're going to watch the character's backside for hours while you play. It might as well be something nice to look at. I've heard that before. Kind of cringe, but I've heard that before. And then you got let this sink in. This dude unironically wants to talk to minors for some weird ass reason. Pedos, man, I swear. Oh, thank God, I'm only 32 registered sex offender. I can play then. Can't stand voice calls in MMORPG. Wait, is there voice calls in this game? What the fuck? You must be farming for Jester Awards because this is the dumbest post in a forum filled with dumb posts. This is a dating game. You know there will be those weird, awkward people trying to get in game girlfriends and stuff. This genre really brings them to the forefront, so best believe they'll be out in droves here trying to purchase love and etc. Also, this is a very social experience from what I've seen. Will be tons of what that weird RP stuff and everything else going on. I don't know how true that is. I've never see. I didn't want to spoil myself, so I didn't watch too much of Blue Protocol. But he's saying that this is a very social game. Is it? I was told that it's a lot. There's a lot of single player in this fucking game, dude. That's what I was told. I'm a guy and always play female characters, but I don't make lolly characters, so you're safe, you freak. It's also easy to tell I'm a guy. It's a video game. What the fuck? Chill, dude. Who else plays MMOs? They're not older dudes. In Final Fantasy 14 are so many women, it's crazy. Having 4 to 5 in your guild is normal. And WoW, it's rare to have even one. You know, to be fair, I do think Final Fantasy 14 is a game that has a lot of female players. Games that have a lot of female players. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Games that have a lot of female characters are horror games. So, like Dead by Daylight has a lot more female players than like normal. Final Fantasy 14, I think it's one of the rare MMOs where like there's a lot of females playing. I think there's a decent amount of females playing that. You know, you got like Phasmophobia. A lot of girls love horror games. So like Phasmophobia, DBD. When I was playing Friday 13th, if there was a lobby of 8, there was at least like 2 to 3 girls in a lobby. Every lobby that I played. Which is rare considering that, like, you know, girls don't really, like, girls play games, but, like, it's very rare that you consistently see that many girls playing it. And look, this guy said, most of those women are probably actually guys IRL. It doesn't matter what they tell you. I just assume any female character is a man IRL until proven otherwise. You can't even trust voice chat with how easy voice changes are to set up. Nah, I prefer jalapeno chips. You worry about 40 plus year olds when you should be worrying about AI lolly girl who turned out to be some Indian scammer taking your money, kid. I don't even know, dude. Don't even know, dude. Why are these people saying that they're banned here? Are they actually banned? You seem to be ill. Get help and let people play what they want, not you. Thank goodness I'm only 39. I gave 40 checking in and get some help. You don't like playing 40-year-olds? The same as I don't like playing people with VAC bans. I'm only playing this because my Roblox account got banned. Oni. I'm gonna make a lolly use a voice changer, find you, and then call the cops when you start saying creepy shit. What the fuck, dude? I'm 38, that's fine. Of course, man will play female character. You would need to be gay to want to watch a man's ask for 100 plus. Newsflash, the median age of gamers in the world is 45 plus these days. The likelihood that more than 50% of the players here in Activate's order might shock the smooth brain. I don't know if that's true. I think it depends on the genre. Like, if I play Path of Exile, like, I would say, like, I'm actually, like, younger than average, right? Well, I'm 27. Most people that play Path of Exile are, like, in their 30s. Mid-30s to, like, mid-30s. Some of them are older, of course, but Path of Exile is like one of the few player bases in that I played a lot of that I know is like an older player base where it's like they're definitely like the average is like 30s plus. Holy shit, dude. This guy got people fuming, dude. This is fucking hilarious. Oh my god, bro. What the fuck? No, it's not. My guild on WoW is probably 60% female. Although I guess it depends, but mine is full of women. Even though I haven't actually played WoW since last year. We are still all on Discord. How the fuck did this guy join a guild that's 60% women, bro? I've never seen that in my life. Maybe he just got lucky or some shit. 60% women? That's crazy. I've never heard any guild that had that many numbers of where it's more women than men. The fact you want to be lolly girls is the disturbing part. It's not that rare. I game with like 8 to 10 women in our WoW guild. Yeah. Well, it's rare. You know what I think it is? I think it's rare considering if you game with like, you know, a majority of the time you be gaming with dudes. So like, if you, let's say you play 10 games, maybe 2 of those games you might play with a chick. That's it. Like it's rare, but it's not like you'll see it like you only game a chick once every like 100 times. Like you'll definitely see a chick like once or twice every 10 times. What are these takes? No, it's not. I always play female if they look good. Why would I want to look at male character if I can look at something much better? If you are actually gay and like men, then of course it would make sense, which is fine. And I have a girlfriend and live together, by the way. Even moved to a different country. Men play male characters is more weird to me. Maybe if you're young and single, trying to get lucky in an online game, sure, to each their own, right? This guy is so weird. Why does he keep doing why does he keep that if you play a male character, you're gay? What the fuck? What the fuck?
Plotters, the person who posted this is actually a 40-year-old guy. What's in this shit post, dude? Nah, dude, this shit's too funny. Like, dude, why the fuck? But why? But why? Why, dude? And then there's a guy that's so keen on, like, if you play male characters in Village, you're fucking gay. I'm so confused. I'm 39, so I guess that's okay, but hey, I do RP, so you're not gonna get a good chat by lolly anime girl. So you only want to talk to kids and teens playing lolly anime girls in games? Dude, what the? Just like Tenzi said, I didn't understand the difference between talking to some lolly anime girl in game and realizing it's a 40-year-old eating Cheetos behind the screen and talking to a lolly anime girl and a minifile played by a 13-year-old kid who scratches his crotch with one hand and eats cereal directly from the mouth of the other. Darling, I'm gonna be 40 this month, and I'm very much female. Not all 40-year-olds are male. So what if I want to sit in my bra and eat Cheetos while I play? Anyway, this is the stupid thing. Dude. Well, I'm 39. I'm gonna play shit out of my big breast thirst trap. I'm 36. So I'm safe, then. Maybe you should try dating a real person instead of an anime girl. Okay, I'll eat you with my toes instead. Glad I can spend you with a nightmare. Dude, I can't. Dude, this is too funny. I can't with this shit. What the fuck, dude? What is this? Listen, pay things you need if you're a tryhard. Monthly pass $5 per month. Season pass $20. I don't think $25 is expensive, but the problem is skills. Skills in most of the classes are for pay to win, except for the healer and archer. They are viable only once for free to play. What? Dude, I really hope that the game's not too pay to win, but I'm worried that this game's gonna be pay to win. What the? Approved. Seems normal to me. Yeah, let's just make sure no one saw that. Dude, look what people are saying. How pay to win. How much does it cost to actually productively play this game? Don't come simping about the game not being pay to win. We know it is, but how much does it actually cost? Throne Liberty was like $500, $800. Lost Ark was like $20,000. Where are we talking? Dude, that's so true. Throne Liberty was pay to win. Not that pay to, not as pay to. I mean, it's still a lot. $500, $800 is a lot, but it was still had a little bit of pay to win in it. Lost Ark was giga pay to win, especially in the beginning. People were dropping tens of thousands of dollars. Apparently, from what little I know, the skill books to upgrade skills are pay to win, which means other than the tanks and healers, you're going to have to heavy pay to win if you want to try hard at the game. I don't want to look at this pay to win shit, bro. Warning to you all, I'm playing this game and I'll beat each one of you. I own you and you shall live by my rules. Tomorrow I won't care who you is. Don't get in my way or you is done for. Boy, I have bad news for you. There is no PvP. You can't touch anybody. And then he's bad. Bruh, it's an MMORPG. Why would they have any PvP? Oh my god. What's this? To all those 40-plus-year-olds. Y'all feel weird or strange in some way playing this? I definitely feel some sort of way, even embarrassed, especially when it comes time to get in Discord and you sound like a manly beast. Like, go to play with the kiddos at Chick E. Cheese, and I don't mean the, oh, I have a kid too, and I'm just here to have a good time with them type of play. I mean actually playing interacting with them. Staff would probably call the popo. Imagine being 40-plus-year-old and trolling the game forums for games you have no intention to play. Imagine projecting this much about such a trivial thing as a game. I bet you are a Republican. What the kind of bad arrangement? You should go for more. Bruh. Bro. What the fuck, bro? Why is there why why is there so much rage bait? Is it because this is like a weeb game or some shit? Oh my god, dude. Will my RTX 5080 run this? I need help verifying. 5090 minimum. Thank you. I'm a sure so you and use a 59 cent. Virgin Daddy Powder. Dude. I can't with these fucking people, dude. Oh my god. Bro. Nah. Nah, this is crazy. Damn, this guy's pissed. No PvP plus no FR/SP plus no, I don't know, 10 years in development, 100 delays, polished, launch of still no PvP, no Spanish, no French, and somehow less content than the last beta. How do you spend a decade making a game and forget 90% of the player base? Body size. Small people possible or like the Western version of the Dead original censored because it's too PDF for Western? What the fuck? Best news ever. Down with petite discrimination. Yes, OB, you can play as a child, you weirdo. What the fuck? What the fuck? Wait, we can pre-download? We cannot pre-download. Oh my god. I didn't know we could pre-download. Dude, now I want to see what the Discord is saying. What time can... Ooh, this is important. 8 a.m. EDT. EDT. 5 a.m. Oh, what the fuck? Is that real?
Target Circle Week is here with hot daily deals so big you can't miss them. Score daily deals at 40% off, BOGO half off Halloween candy, and other fall favorites.
I'm so confused. I'm seeing 3 a.m. I'm seeing 5 a.m.
It's Target Circle Week through
What the
Saturday.
fuck?
Restrictions apply.
Should I ever tell them how I really feel?
Yeah, I don't like the time gates either, but we'll see. I'm just looking for friends to hang and prep with for the game. Wow, look at that, bro. They're just all making friends. What is this? The daily level cap? What the fuck? Damn, that's really annoying. Time gate's gonna piss me off. For weirdos. What the fuck? Seems like this game has a perfect environment chock full with weirdos. The socially awkward amongst many other things I probably shouldn't put here. Even the Discord seems sus, centered around LGBTQ discussions, guys doing things to other guys, etc. And I'm sure there are some pedos and other devilish humans hiding among them. I have even been silenced on several occasions when I asked why this type of stuff was presented such aloud there. Is this really where we're going as a society? Gamers are now these dark gothic tattoos slash pierced all up spellcasters that go by them slash they and weird pronouns. Is this just a game for major dweebs only, or are there actually some decent and wholesome folks that will be playing? I mean, I get that it's anime like or whatever, and that alone usually brings in these times. But whatever happened to cool, graceful, regular people that just like the game? Maybe it's just the genre? I couldn't see this happening in sports games. Basketball slash football, etc. I don't want to play those games right now, though. I want an MMORPG. If this isn't a copy positive, and you actually want an answer, MMOs have been more of a social playground for a lot of people for a long time now. Roleplay has become a large part of it. The less socially aware use it as a space to try and interact with others online. Anime-style games tend to attract that kind of crowd to begin with, and the game itself has plenty of social features which encourage chatting or hanging out with other people. The character creator is very good, but some of the options available inevitably draw in a certain type of person as well. You say pedophiles. However, you can 100% just avoid that group of people if you want. I'm sure there will be plenty of guilds who will be focused on the game itself you'll be able to join. You really only need to interact with randoms or 5 to 20 people or so from your guild depending on the content. You're not going to be forced to socialize with people you don't want to. There's ERP and Lolly, so yeah, if you want to play that pay-to-win product, you better have tunnel vision. These products are always playing dump anyway, so you won't stay too long. How is it different from Final Fantasy 14? Let them do whatever they want to do as long as we are not forced to do the same. Yes, this game's for me then. Perfect. Running around doesn't make you dumb either. Game is great for you. Embrace it. Yeah, those who are probably outraged about these things are the most socio. I just like correct usually. Those who complain the launch are the ones who seek out participating the most. There was someone promoting a cute and funny guild plus Discord here. I don't see it anymore, so maybe you got taken out. I hope at least. No, for the post, they got banned. Nah. Nah, dude, it's just too funny. I can't. Oh my god, I fucking can't, dude. I get why you're feeling a bit weirded out by the vibe of the community. Same as in Final Fantasy 14. Anime style or Asian style MMORPGs tend to attract a really mixed crowd. And yeah, some of the discussions or players can be a little out there. That said, it definitely doesn't mean everyone is like that. There are plenty of normal, friendly folks who just want to play and have fun. If it helps, try looking for smaller guilds or communities within the game that match your vibe. That way you can avoid the stuff that annoys you and still enjoy the game. At the end of the day, the goal is to find a corner of the game where you can actually relax and have fun. After having played Terra at launch all those years ago, where the entire starting area chat was only about people who would like to do their Elin, nothing can shock me anymore.
With the power to
Dude. Dude, I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, why are people making it sound like the people playing Blue Protocol are gonna be all pedophiles and fucking weirdos? Oh shit, I can't, bro. You have tons of games over 1K hours played. Don't try to fool anyone like you're a social type. You don't feel comfortable about touching grass because you'll fail them. Social interaction, friendless loser. Didn't read any of that word vomit, but I can tell this guy's a complete weirdo. Go away, Tumpy. What is wrong with these fucking Blue Protocol posts, dude? The difference between wanting to play a small race and just hop around happily. It's spam me in public chat with fantasy related misconduct towards them. I don't have a better way of putting it. You know what I mean? What the? The lolly lovers, different lolly games. Dude, even if we're all no trying to agree with each other. What the? I don't know if the top is still up. They used to be believable. Why are people acting like a last bunch of infants? Oh yeah, your time came around. Yeah, unfortunately with anime games, you're always going to have a weird game glitch in the community. It's the one thing that makes me wary of coming back to Final Fantasy 14 every time. Dude, people keep going back to Final Fantasy 14 and talking shit out of the game, saying it's filled with a bunch of weirdos. Oh my fucking god, bro. Oh my god. I'm gonna lose my mind, dude. Reading these is so fucking crazy. It's like I'm on a Reddit post or some shit. I really want to know what's going on in the Discord server. You know what I mean? This guy said some weird shit was going on in the Discord server. Please grow up. The community has existed long before you and me. It will still be here long after. You're playing anime MMORPG. Read the room. It's like going to a diner that serves hamburgers and complain they don't make enough chicken sandwiches. And just so you know, to the people who only play sports games and the like, you are one of the weirdos. Congrats. I'm so confused. I'm genuinely so confused right now. I only date girls with septum rings. What the fuck are these posts? There's like 5 posts now. Are you guys truly okay with this? Dude, I don't want to read this stuff because this stuff is like gonna spoil the game for me and it's gonna ruin my mood for the game. Oh my god. Oh, I don't want to look at this stuff, bro. That stuff is like, you know what I mean? Dude, I still find this one. Wait. I still find this one so funny. Please don't be a 40-plus-year-old playing this game. Yeah, now I want to go on the Reddit. Now I want to go on the Reddit. Fuck. Okay, so tell me this. Okay, so tell me this. Okay. Why is why are people writing this shit? I feel like people are just doing it to trigger weebs or some shit and get the fucking piss. Look at this. I don't want to talk to some lol area girl game and realize there's a 40-plus-year-old eating children that's figured behind the screen. So you want to talk to lollies are real kids? You basically said I want to touch little girls that are real little girls. Holy fuck, dude. Nah. I can't. Yo, can I stalk this guy real quick? I want to see. One game banned on record. Wait, what? How do you even get banned? What? Oh my fucking god, dude. Oh my god, dude. Huh? I've developed interactive maps and database with Blue Protocol. What the fuck? Holy shit. How are people releasing? I made a Blue Protocol launch tier list for class specs. Bro, the game hasn't fully released yet. What the I'm sorry, but I hate it when people like do like a tier list and the game's not even out yet. Like, how does that make any sense? Let me see something. Oh my god. Well, I got it pre-downloaded. Bro, do you see this? They have this fit. I'm gonna see people wearing fucking bikinis and shit like that, bro. It's gonna be Final Fantasy 14 all over again. Dude, you know what was a game that they made custom emotes that were like people would just spam hentai? Fantasy TSO2, Fantasy Star Online 2. That game, they would spam emotes and they fucking make like porn ones. Hentai, bro. Oh my fucking god. Wait, people are making DPS meters. Dude, Reddit is way more tame. Reddit is way more fucking tame than this than the community hub in Steam, bro. Holy shit. This guy wrote, anyone else gonna use this as a fashion / dress up game? I don't care that much. It'll be watered down mobile game as people are saying. Gonna be using this game as my dress up game and to meet people. Kind of like how some people do in Final Fantasy 14. It's gonna be fun either way. People do that in Final Fantasy 14. There was always two things when I was playing Final Fantasy 14 for a little bit. There's always two things that I learned that people were always saying. One, that people like role play and they have like they'll have like parties and shit like that, and like people will like join those parties and like, because there's like neighborhoods and stuff like that. And two, there was then there were the people that like raiders and PvPers and all the normal MMO stuff. Dude, this guy's playing PSO2. This is the game I was talking about, where they make the hentai emotes. As we say in Final Fantasy 14, glamoring is the real end game. Dude, you know, when I played Mabinogi, it was the same way. People just wanted to look, it was just like a fashion thing. It's definitely a casual mode from when I played of the beta. Cosmetics out the wazoo, though you'll either be using the gacha or just paying outright for costumes, which I guess is fine since there's no stats tied to fashion clothing. On Japan server, they're with hiding their weapon, take pics everywhere, gathering, magnificent photo, doll mastery, reach max level, fetish, sexy outfit, role model some sort. It helps the game because most of them was adult/workers, so I don't mind. Their photo contest for thumbnail put on the billboard, paradise for them on Chinese version. I can't find it. So you guys think this is a game? I feel like anime MMOs always become like that, where like there's always like a fashion thing, like they go crazy for fashion. I mean, any MMOs goes crazy for fashion, like, you know what I mean? Like WoW also has like transmogs and stuff like that, and people go crazy for that. But like, we'll see what Blue Protocol does, how it turns out. Yes, this will be my anime Infinity Nikki. So people just want to use that as dressing games and then like social. Hold on, I'll be back. I gotta go restroom. My fucking stomach's hurting, dude. Oh my god, though. I pre-downloaded it though.
Just gonna make me miss you more. Why the fuck I gotta text first just to get a text back? You don't put the same energy into our convos. I'm the only one putting in work, but I'm still attached. And it's hard to leave the ones you love when you know it won't last. And you'll never stop loving someone even if it's way in the past. And you can never keep chasing the person you love if they don't love you back.
divine. Life is pointless, living just to die. Roll that dice it, see it multiply. I've been smoking, trying to clear my mind. Shawty, gorgeous, yeah, she's so divine. Life is pointless, living just to die. Roll that dice it, see it multiply. You be Mary Jane and I'll be Peter Parker. I'm no doctor, I can't save you from your problems. I can't save you from your sorrows. What I can do is treat you like the princess that you are. Be my girl, my prima donna. We can listen to some Lana while we talk about our problems. Look out at the sunset like tomorrow isn't promised, cause that shit is never promised. I've been smoking, trying to clear my mind. Shawty, gorgeous, yeah, she's so divine. Life is pointless, living just to die. Roll that dice it, see it multiply. I've been smoking, trying to clear my mind. Shawty, gorgeous, yeah, she's so divine. Life is pointless, living just to die. Roll that dice it, see it multiply.
back. I'm back. Dude. Guys. Dude, do anime MMOs really have that bad of like a rep? You know what I'm trying to say? Like, is it that bad? Fuck, dude. Oh shit, what's up? This guy's like, bro, I play female characters because I'm not gay. If you play a male character, you're gay, dude. Like, some guy is so cute. Yeah, some guy's so cute. Some guy.
No way.
Yeah, I'm not lying, bro. He wrote this. He said, he says, no, it's not. I always play female if they look good. Why would I want to look at a male character if I can look at something much better? If you're actually gay like men, of course. It would make sense, which is fine. And I have a girlfriend and live together, by the way. Even moved to a different country. Men playing male characters is more weird to me. Maybe if you're young and single and trying to get lucky in online games, sure, to each their own, right? Like, dude, this guy keeps... Dude, I don't know what's wrong with these posts, dude.
Can we see the trailer? I want to see how it is.
Let me see. We can look at the trailer through here. Dude, I'm telling you, this shit's so fucking funny, bro.
What
Holy
the?
fuck.
Dude, this looks like literally a pedophile game, bro.
What the fuck?
What? Why are you laughing?
Because these comments are so funny. So you guys said, I went in the Discord and people are all LGBTQ acting like pedophiles, bro. Like, so said this shit. I'm like, what the fuck are these people on about, dude? Oh, you put that in your right. Sorry, I have music going on. Fuck.
Oh.
Let me turn this off.
Oh, you can have mounts?
Yeah. And so this is the trailer though. I don't want to watch too much because oh
Come on, bro. Can you show
you
me
want to see gameplay.
Have you seen gameplay yet?
I've seen a little bit, but I don't like to spoil myself too much. Fuck. Let me see.
Damn, bro. Just pull this out.
Fuck, dude. Dude, the noise sounds so good. Here, wait. We should do this.
Yeah, switch it. Yeah.
These are the hella good earphones that sound better than almost everything.
Ooh.
We can see some gameplay here. Fucking ads, dude.
Are you gonna play it with everybody?
Yeah, I'm gonna play this. Some people were saying that they're just gonna have this be like a fashion game.
Oh.
Yeah, but MMO's always become like
They
that.
always have, yeah.
You know, WoW became like that with the transmogs. You know, Guild Wars 2 became like that too.
Dude, there's one WoW guy that made his hell look cool looking, dude. I was like, what
Really?
made me want to play it again? I'll show you.
the club today for
Okay.
$1 down, $15 a month. Cancel anytime. Now through October 10th.
Damn, I still can't believe you pulled this.
I know, bro. Bro, fucking like $600.
Does this one look better than the other one?
Nah, the other one looks better.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
This comes out. I was looking. People were saying that this comes out between 3 or 5 a.m. our time
On when?
tomorrow. I can't pull an all-liner. I'm not gonna pull an all-liner.
Just play a little bit in the morning. Or I take you.
Well, today's Wednesday, so I'm probably gonna play the tank
Is
class.
it out in Japan?
Yes. This is out in Japan already, I think. So it's kind of annoying. No, actually, is it out in Japan? I think it is.
Hey.
Hey, little Appa, don't do that. Yeah.
Oh, there's mining.
Yeah, there's
And
like
fishing, dude. You know who likes to fish?
I don't know. I'm kind of wondering. So one thing I know that people are talking about in this game is there's a lot of time gated shit, and I fucking hate time gated stuff. Time gated stuff pisses me off. It's like, why are you limiting us? But this stuff looks cool so far. Like, this is the gameplay, right? It looks pretty cool. It just looks like a more intense version of like Genshin, in my opinion. But it looks cool. One thing I am worried about though is that they talk about how there's autoplay. But the thing about autoplay is it just gonna be autoplay for like some things?
Yeah.
Because like if I don't mind it too much if it's like autoplay for like a little shitty quests and then like you know stuff like that. But like when there's gonna be dungeons and raids, like is it like there's nowhere there's gonna be autoplay. There's gonna be mechanics, right? There's no shot.
Is it free to play or?
I think it is free to play. It's crossplay too. Because it's supposed to be on mobile, on fucking console, PC or some shit. Actually, I don't know if it's on console. But if you don't know, originally it was being made by Bandai Namco, but then they ended up like losing their shit and then like they lost it, so it's a Chinese company. I think is it Tencent that actually took it over?
Not the class you can play?
I think I'm playing the tank class. I'm playing the class that is I'm gonna play the class that's gonna be
what weapon?
Like a big ass sword, I think.
Bro, Berserk, dude.
Yeah, literally.
With the base story out of the way, let's talk about
oh, here we go.
Yeah, this is the good stuff. Oh, I like it.
Yeah, there's a lot of customization. I don't really want to play a tank though.
The tanks are leaders.
Yeah, but I don't really want to play a tank, but it's like the only class that matches my aesthetic. Actually, is my class a tank? I'm not playing this class.
While the other gives you a little bit more damage at the cost of being slightly less durable. Then you got the Heavy Guardian, a bulkier choice with massive glaive-like weapon. It doesn't have healing baked into it like the Shield Knight.
I don't think I'm playing this one.
Enemies together, soaking damage with simple, straightforward abilities. You can spec into pure defense and become a near immovable object, or choose a hybrid route that mixes in both some big damage while still keeping your shield up. Moving on to the more support roles, we got two very different flavors here. The Verdant Oracle is all about nature magic, and the beauty of this class is its flexibility. You can go heavy into healing using petals to empower your restoration spells, or shift to
healing
damage focused style with thorns and vines while still keeping your party alive.
Vines?
On the other side is the Soul Musician, which is probably the most unique support in the game. You're literally rocking out with melodies at both
They have a guitar axe.
Really?
Yeah, I actually thought this class was kind of cool.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
While the other leans into strong support tools. Make sure your team never drop during tough enemy encounters.
Support class though.
Of course, we have the full damage dealers, which make up a bulk of the
Luffy?
roster. The Frost
Yeah.
give you that classic spellcaster fantasy, firing icy
People are saying this is a social game, but I don't know how this is gonna be a social game.
You were just gonna talk to people.
Yeah, but people always talk
Yeah.
MMOs.
Ooh, that's one, huh?
No, I don't.
On the katana style burst damage, or shifting into a
I don't know if it was this class.
Ooh,
I
it's
don't think it was
Scythe,
this one.
yeah.
Yeah, Scythe is cool, but
Marksman is the range physical DPS.
oh shit.
And what
Chill,
makes it
Appa.
unique is that you're
No, I
fighting
accidentally
alongside
clicked that.
summon animals, wolves for sustained single target pressure, or a falcon that procs off critical hits and help you tear through groups of enemies. And finally, there's the Wind Knight, an acrobatic spear fighter who feels like a whirlwind on the battlefield.
Fuck, I don't know which one it was.
Aerial paths
Keep
soaring
going.
into the
They're not
air
done
and
yet,
getting
right?
I think this is the last one.
Really?
grounded paths weaving
The last
fast
class.
flows with
No, there's
almost
2
no
more.
downtime.
Is there?
So that's the lineup.
That's the lineup. That was it.
Yeah, you're gonna go
You saw the one that was the sword or whatever. That was when I was going.
Sword? Sword
Yeah.
sight? Sword sight?
Or
Or are you talking about sword shield?
No, it's like a two-handed sword.
That was a katana.
Now let's shift gears.
Yeah, I'm trying to avoid spoilers.
As you explore the world, the overworld in Star Resonance isn't
pretty
just a backdrop; it's packed with activities that directly tie into your progression. One of the biggest systems you'll be spending time with is life skilling. This isn't just some optional side content; it plays a major role in your character development.
Okay.
The key here is learning how to manage your energy and use it
God.
effectively. Since that
What?
resource
That's a
is
hell
the
of a
most
about this shit, dude.
out of these systems. We'll
Jesus.
definitely be diving deeper into this.
It looks like recipes, though.
For now, just know that it's going to be central to your journey. On top of that,
Is it gonna be one of those things where you focus on one life skill or is there multiple?
Tracking down creatures across the world and defeating them doesn't just feel rewarding in the moment, it directly feeds into your character growth and progression. Pair that with the game's collectibles and open world upgrades, and you have another layer of exploration that actually makes your character stronger. These aren't just cosmetic rewards either, we're talking about tangible upgrades like enhanced.
I think I was gonna go this class.
That was cool too, yeah. Oh, the blade.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool too.
It's
straight on.
Of course,
Yeah.
the MMO experience can be complete without the
Hi, Lob, you'd be good.
encounters. You can
It's like-
expect
Yeah.
wild bosses, high
Thank you.
farming challenges, and plenty of ways to test yourself in the open world whenever you're ready. The big takeaway here is that Star Resonance really lean into making exploration feel rewarding. There's a ton to do, plenty of adventure around every corner, and almost everything you engage with give you meaningful ways to make your character a tad bit better.
In a fabricated
Oh,
circuit,
goddamn
9 out
ads,
of
dude.
10 dentists love Toyota's all-electric BZ. But where's doubting dentist number 10? She's gone from unsure to all smiles. One drive can change your mind. Toyota. Let's go places.
Motherfucker.
Let's play with Foxfire.
Now let's really talk about what's going to keep you busy most of the time in Star Resonance, and that's the daily and weekly activities. At first glance, it might feel overwhelming, but once you settle into a rhythm, it all clicks together. The foundation of your daily grind come from the Bureau commissions. These are short tasks scattered across the open world and instant-based content, and completing them will earn you activity merit.
I think I've seen enough. I don't want to, like, you know what I mean? Honestly, I'm just worried that everyone's gonna be on autoplay, bro. Like, that's the only thing I'm worried about. And then if this game is really crossplay, then you're gonna have games where you do dungeons with people and they're gonna be on fucking mobile, and then they're gonna be on autoplay. It's gonna be miserable. Yeah, but seriously, when does this game come out? There's gonna be a lot of people playing this, but I think it's gonna die off fast once people realize how the pay to win shit. Wait, what time does it? Stop telling me. Hold on, guys. Dude, my stomach's acting. I'll be back. Holy shit, my stomach, bro. Okay, my bad. I'm back. Oh my god. Which class? This is an interesting one. Who do you plan on using between Verdant Oracle and Frost Mage? Dude, the guitar one seems so cool, actually. I think that's such a unique class. I like it when they make unique classes like that. They're basically a bard, but I think it's really cool. Let me see. Yeah, I'm gonna play the Heavy Guardian here. Heavy Guardian. The beat performer looked pretty cool, I'm not gonna lie, but wait, the Wind Knight. This is the Spear guy. I guess Spear guy didn't seem that bad either. I think Spear guy's not bad. But I'm more on the Heavy Guardian, I think. Do they always make the person with the samurai blade difficult to play? Like, they're always like a high skill cap character, bro. Yasuo, fucking this Stormblade class, like, I swear to God, other MMOs too, bro. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it looks cool. We are in this together. Wait. Everything's better with friends. So what makes the game so social? People are saying that this is gonna be like a super social game, but like, I mean, I don't understand. I mean, all MMOs have like social aspects to them, but like, is this really gonna be like that social though? It's a highly social game featuring extensive multiplayer content like guild raids and that's typical fucking MMOs. Okay. Casual social activities like house building, life skills, and seasonal events. The game emphasizes a shared playground atmosphere, aiming to connect players through both competitive challenges and relaxed social interactions, including a robust photo mode for capturing memories with friends. Dude, Mabinogi had that too. No, they didn't. My bad. They didn't. Or did they? No, they did. Dungeons and raids, games are challenging group content, encouraging teamwork and cooperating among players to topple bosses and reap rewards. Ultimate Beginner's Guide in a game that hasn't even released yet. How crazy is that, guys? Holy shit. Released a day ago. That's fucking nuts, no? That's motherfucking nuts to me, mate. Is this game the best anime MMO in honest review?
Congratulations, Mom and Dad.
Seems like such bait.
Well, you wouldn't trade it
So one thing I'm worried about, one thing I know I'm going to hate about this game, and it doesn't have to release, and I know I'm going to hate, is just the fact that it's going to be time gated. I think time gated always, like, I remember when I played Tower Fantasy, the time gate pissed me off so bad. I hated the time gating. Oh my god, the time gating was so bad, dude. I got so pissed. Time gating really got me pissed. We'll see though. Hopefully there's other things that we can do too. I imagine that there's gonna be so many issues. There's gonna be server issues, you know what I mean, all that shit. Like, it's not gonna be a smooth launch. So it's like, how much are we really gonna be able to play tomorrow? Because Blue Protocol, there's gonna be a lot of people playing. People have been waiting the game for years, right? I don't know. My question is too, is, you know, people talking about the autoplay, but like, how much autoplay is the game actually going to be? I think that's something that's really important to note, right? I think that's really important to note, and like people need to really think about it. It's like, how is, like, there's no, like, is it going to be a point? Is it going to be like the autoplay where you just autoplay everything, right? Because that's kind of a big deal. If you're just going to autoplay everything, then yeah, that's a big deal, and that's going to kill the game, right? But you can't have mobile autoplay, because that's going to fucking ruin everything. Because you're not even playing the game at that point. You might as well not even play the game. And then the other is, wait, why did I get a reward here? What? It's weird. Watch the video. Ah! I got something on Discord. There's a Blue Protocol fucking video thing that if we watch the full thing, we get a little, you know, you get a little shitty border that Discord gives you, and they disappear after like a week. Oh shit. The combat looks good though. Honestly, the combat looks really cool. What I'm seeing in videos and stuff like that, it looks really cool. It reminds me of, like, how do I explain? Like, it looks, it kind of reminds me a little bit of Genshin Impact, but like way better graphics. The fighting looks way cooler. Obviously, you know what I mean. Stuff like that, but I don't know though. This guy says, I keep seeing mixed things when it comes to if this game will be pay to win or not, and starting to worry. Some people are saying it'll be fine and it imagines won't be super important, which means no pay to win, while others are saying they can provide double damage if you do pay up enough, and that the game will end up similar to Lost Ark, which is a scary thought. So now I'm confused. Is this accurate? Will it actually be fun, or are we just getting another Lost Ark? That's true. I don't want this to become another Lost Ark. I played Lost Ark when it first came out. I put over 400 hours when it first came out, and I was just doing my dailies, and it got to a point to where, do you guys remember when the if you guys played Lost Ark, you guys remember the scandal, right? Where people were spending like hundreds to thousands and tens of thousands of dollars to hit the max, to just basically get their combat power high enough to where they could do the next raids like in the next week and shit like that. I remember people were doing that. It was so bad. It was so annoying too. I only got to power level 1377, so I was able to do the highest raid that you could, which is the Ram guy with the sun and moon at that point. And then I think I was saving up I was gathering things up and doing my dailies and weeklies to like get to 1380. Was it 1380 I need to get to, or 1390? I can't remember. It was 1380 or 1390 I need to get to. And I was like, bro, this game doesn't respect my time. They don't give a fuck. People are just abusing that shit. Like, this is so annoying. And then, like, I know a lot of people quit when that happened because there was so much drama with that shit. Like, I remember Shroud dropped like fucking 20k, 30k on the game. Another streamer dropped like 30, 50k or some shit like that. I remember it was so crazy. Like, I know those guys didn't play that much longer. Like, they maybe play like a month or two later, like max, and then they just never touched it again. Right? And I'm scared that, you know, Blue Protocol is going to be the same thing. I hope it's not, because, you know, I really want to believe that this game's going to be different, but something just tells me, bro, with the time gated shit, with the fucking, how they're talking about how the pay to win is, bro, like, I'm kind of worried about that. You know what I mean? But I kind of feel like this game, like, Lost Ark is a game where it's like, it's very hardcore on like the, you know, like the content and stuff like that, and doing all that stuff, and the really hard raids and dungeons. But I feel like I kind of get the vibes that Blue Protocol is going to be like a social game. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, it's good. Like, you know, like Final Fantasy has like a big divide of player base where like people just straight up are just social and like RP and shit like that. And then there's the hardcore fucking PvE players and stuff like that. I think this game's going to have that. Whereas I feel like in Lost Ark, it's just mostly hardcore people just playing the game. I don't know. Like, you know, in Lost Ark, it feels like a lot of people just focus on the content. And, you know, it is obviously, like, you know, MMOs have social aspects to them, but, like, I've always, in my opinion, I always thought Lost Ark wasn't, like, that crazy social of a game compared to other MMOs. Like, Albion Online, for example, you need to always group with people because you can never do things solo. Exploring the world is really scary. You can do things solo, obviously, in Albion Online. It's a lot better now, but, like, when it first came out, a lot of shit you need to group together. People would always ask to party, stuff like that, you know what I mean? A lot of different things in that game that people would want to do for, like, people would ask you to like be their bodyguard when they go to the Black Zone and stuff like that, you know what I mean, and pay you and stuff like that. But what I'm trying to say though is that, like, I kind of feel like Blue Protocol gives me the vibes of like, there's gonna be a shit ton of people that are just social and just talking and just hanging out, and then they do the content a little bit, you know what I mean? Kind of like when I played Mabinogi, when I played a little bit of Final Fantasy 14. It kind of just feels like that's going to happen, right? And, I don't mind that. I've never really played an MMO that much that was like that. When those kind of MMOs I never got that much into, but we'll see how it goes. I'm hoping that it's pretty fun, though, right? And I'm hoping that the content will be, like, really fun. I just hope it's not, like, brain dead and we just fucking stand still. And, like, because, most mobile MMOs, you just kind of stand there and you just put the autoplay on and you just beat the shit out of them. Also, another thing I'm worried is, what if people just pay to win, become insanely powerful, so they can just put their shit on autoplay? They don't do anything, and they just out DPS, just do everything. You know what I mean? I think that's one thing that's kind of worrying too. I'm wondering if they're gonna do it, because I know some MMOs, like mobile MMOs, did this where it was like when you did like a raid, you couldn't autoplay, or you could, I guess, but like there were mechanics to the boss that you had to know, or it was just over. You couldn't. You know what I mean? So there's that. But, I mean, I have high hopes for this game. I don't know about you guys, but I got high hopes for this game. I'm hoping this game's going to be good. The pay-to-winage is a lot smaller than launch Lost Ark, but ultimately the game can add a lot of this post-launch, so there's no way to know. That's a good point to make. Lost Ark was giga pay-to-win in the beginning. I don't know about now, but in the beginning it was so pay-to-win. Yeah, I'm just worried this game's gonna be too pay to win. If it's too pay to win, this shit's not gonna last in the market, bro. Look at all these pay to win defenders. You should all be ashamed. The time gates is actually gonna piss me off though, because dude, time gates is actually why I quit playing Tower Fantasy, because I was like, bro, why do I hit this level and I can't play for fucking like a day? That's fucking retarded. So that really pissed me off. But I mean, this is MMO, so surely there's other things we can do, right? content is so easy, it doesn't matter much. Okay, that's one thing I'm worried about. Is the content going to be just brain dead? You know what I mean? So it's like, it's super easy. We'll see. People are saying that content's pretty easy though, so maybe it'll be easy now and then it gets hard later. I don't know. We'll see. I'm hoping that they add like challenging content, but you know, not everything can be like Lost Ark, where Lost Ark had very challenging content. Is there a roadmap for this game? I heard somewhere that the next area is going to be the desert biome from BPJP, in that Carvane will show up. Dude, these guys know everything about the game already. Like, these are beta testers or some shit. They're beaters, you know, from SAO. Fucking beaters, dude. I always think of an old game called Mabinogi, Speak of the Devil. I was talking about that game. When music is mentioned in games, they have a whole skill set around music or for fighting, and the ability to import your own music files and play them on a range of different instruments or buffs and attacks. Also for, yeah, I really like that Mabinogi. Believe it or not, when I played Mabinogi, I would play in the streets and I would beg for money. No, I would just beg for anything, really. Not even just for money. I would beg for anything. I'll beg, and then I would type in all chat, and then I would just play music for people, and I was just a beggar. That's what I did in Mabinogi. And then like I had like friends and stuff like that, and then we would play like, we'd be like an orchestra. We'd play like all these different songs, bro. It was so cool. I like, I guess technically I was roleplay, you know what I'm saying? But like, dude, that shit was fun though. Oh my god, that shit was fun. Let's see. Can I play the game solo and do raids with randoms, or will I need to find a guild? That's a good point. I actually don't like joining guilds that much, but that's probably just because in my experience of gaming. Okay, here's the thing. Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. My MMO experience is very, very weak. Like, out of all the genres I played, my MMO experience is very, very, very weak. So like, I've joined guilds before, but I never joined them long. You know what I mean? Like, it was very weak. So it's one of those things where it's like, my experience with MMOs isn't that great. Especially with guilds, I have very bad, like, I can only remember like 1 or 2 times I had fun playing a guild, but that's it. Everything else was just kind of whatever, kind of mid. I really want to be in a guild. You can get a lot of extra things that are limited in quantity, like the stamina potions and such weekly at the guild, and you get good rewards for doing the dungeons, and you get even more by doing the delivering commissions. It'll cut your grinding drastically and be a big boost in the beginning. Can I make my own guild for like 3 to 4 friends, or joining a random guild would give more rewards? Well, you need at least 10 members to even open one on your own, but in general, the more members / active one is the more tangible rewards for you. Yeah, that's what guilds always are. You can solo the game in Rage. You don't need a guild, but there are huge benefits to being a guild. Play how you like. Find a guild is best. You can play everything. Can't solo everything in Masters. Difficulty pugging, especially if you're not a min-maxer, will be rough. What the fuck is this guy talking about? Master difficulty? What is this shit? I'm getting spoiled. You need a guild, bud. Plenty will be recruiting. That guy's an asshole. That guy's an asshole. You know, when they add Bud, bro, they are fucking toxic, dude. They are the elitists that ruin MMO gaming, okay? That's all I gotta say. Agree with me or not, bro. But from my experience, people that are like that are fucking assholes, dude, okay? That's all I gotta say. Certain content can do solo AI later, such as easy and hard mode dungeons. Raid take time to do, waiting. But if you have guild, there has achievements golden rare. Guild easy to create, around 250 bound rose gems. Store guild probably character upgrade worth in our pick / profound guild. I'm probably gonna be joining a guild. I'm gonna be playing someone too, so like we're 100% probably gonna be joining a guild because they're probably gonna want to join a guild, and I'll probably have to join the guild, and yeah. Oh, what time? Oh, this is exactly. As far as I have heard, we just know that the global release will be on October 9th, but what exactly can we expect at midnight in Europe, midnight in the US East Coast where the servers are located? Do we have a hint with any? It's 12 UTC, which I believe is 7 or 8 a.m. Well, oh. Okay, that makes sense. Honestly, that makes sense. 12 UTC, that's 7, 8 a.m. my time. That's 8 a.m. my time, I think. I hate playing ults. You know how like Lost Ark said you need to play ults and make ults and stuff like that? I never made ults. I fucking hate ults. I'll never make an ult. Unless it's a new class I really want to play. I would never make an ult though. Damn, bro. People are so hyped for this game. But to be fair, Blue Protocol was always a hype series. Like, everyone wanted to play it. I remember when it first came out, I really wanted to play it. I've been waiting this game for years. Has it been 5 years? I've been waiting for this game for a while. I've been waiting a really, really, really long time, so... Should I talk about the gacha? So as the title says, I recently read the gacha system in the game, which I thought was non-existent, and it's very similar to the one in Crystal of Atlan, game that I abandoned very quickly because the power creep of the gacha element was observed for the endgame content. How bad is this one here? I know the costumes give no advantage, but what about the other things? I don't remember the names. A post suggested that you can get those by playing. The gacha only makes it faster. Is that true? Or does the gacha have special ones that just happen to be slightly better? Lay your worry to rest. Content creators have stated content can be completed without top tier gacha stuff. This is great news. Even better for me. I play hardcore difficulty. The only holdback is if you want to min-max imagines or push mastery above the average player curve. In general, whales are only a net positive for general players in most cases. So basically what they're saying is, it's kind of like when I was playing Lost Ark. If I'm min-maxing like crazy as a free-to-play player, right? I might barely be able to be above average. I'll never be able to like whales will always just be giga stronger. Because like in Lost Ark, when I was playing Lost Ark and I hit 1370 power level as a free to play, that was very, very good, right? It's very hard to hit that in the first place, right? Most people weren't even 1370. Most people couldn't do the raid. So I was like, I was pretty fast at getting to 1370 and being able to do the raid when it came out. Not that many people were able to make it, right? Of course the whales were, but like as free to play, it was very, very hard. It felt like only like 10% of free to play players were actually able to make it to 1370. Yeah. I'm just worried that this game's gonna be like, it's gonna have that like really, really bad though. Because if that happens, if basically what I'm worried is that it's gonna be a Lost Ark 2 situation. It's gonna be a Lost Ark situation again, and just completely dies. Because I know when that happened, hella people quit. Gacha is irrelevant. Saying that this game's pay to win is the same as people saying Genshin is pay to win. A whale will affect your game negatively by 0%. If you are lucky enough to fall with one of them in the dungeon, it will be the same as in Genshin when you fall with the C6 characters in the domains. You'll complete the dungeons faster. See, I disagree slightly. China is already gatekeeping the new content from support/tanks who don't have human imagines. Huh? You can't be elitist. The game just came out. It's not even out yet. You're pushing gear score, then pay to win is absolutely a factor. If you're just here to look at the pretty backdrop, complete MSQ, then sure. But saying this game is fully 0% pay to win is just not accurate. Gatekeeping is very avoidable. Join a guild or a group that doesn't care and clears the content at the same pace as the majority of the player base. Asian country communities and games always tend to be that way. Even if you're a good player, don't just directly compare China to global US/EU. That's a good point. That's a very good point. It's not even racist to say that. It's actually just such a good point. They're very elitist. You know, you think about like in like when I see people play like League of Legends and like Korea and stuff like that, they only play meta. If you don't play meta, you're fucking griefing them. Name the contents that's gatekept. The few more levels of matches that doesn't really benefit anyone. The faster clear of tower, imagine yes, but you can push most of the matching clear tower with purples. You're talking about a minute group in the game that doesn't even get better rewards for it. You can buy power. No, you can't. You buy utility, and in time, every free-to-play player will get those imagines. That's why it's called pay to fast and not pay to win. So this is what people were arguing when people were actually arguing this when they were playing Albion Online back in the day. Because in Albion Online, you could just drop a shit ton of money, and you would be a lot faster at being able to reach tier 8. It was so people called it pay for progression or some shit like that. It wasn't like technically pay to win, but it was paid for progression. But it was technically, like, in my opinion, it's technically also kind of pay to win, because if you're one of the first people to hit the top tiers, you can abuse that. You can abuse the market, especially since Albion Online was a game that had a player economy, so they could dictate how much something costs, and they could make a ton of money off of that. So people say it doesn't matter, but it really does matter at the end of the day. You know what I mean? But I guess it depends on the situation. Like Albion Online, it obviously mattered because it's a player run economy. We'll have to see how this game is. Right? I hear there's no PvP in this game either, so it's like it's just gonna be PvE content and all that shit. So I think people are actually just gonna spend hundreds to thousands of dollars on skins in this game, because I think people are just want to look pretty. Like I generally think that's what it is. I think this game is actually gonna be one of those games that has like a good mix of male and females that actually play the game. And whenever females are really into playing like MMOs, they really like dressing up their characters, right? Like in Mabinogi, I played with a couple females and they loved dressing their characters up. And then the guys that did play the game, they also love dressing up their characters. So there's gonna be a big divide, I think, in this game, where there's gonna be like 50-50, or probably more than that, where there's just gonna be people that are just like chatting and talking, and they don't really play the end game that much, and they're just gonna spend a lot of money on their character, making it look good. And then obviously there's gonna be other people that are doing endgame content. But the thing is, you know, endgame content, people always end up like leaving because sometimes they just take too long to release shit. And I think Blue Protocol is probably gonna fall in that category. Gacha Echoes give around 10 to 20% more DPS than free-to-play options. Okay, so I don't know what these guys are talking about because they're talking about specific things, but that has been subject to a lot of constant changes and nerfs as of now on China live server. I would be worried about the game's quality, player retention, and revenue, honestly, but still very hyped about the release. If you want a hardcore min-max, you can do the gacha. With that being said, in the CBT, I was pushing some of the endgame content, never paid a dime. With that being said, the gacha elements were pretty strong and appealing, but I never really run gachas. Some people have said groups won't accept you if you don't have the meta builds, but it's easy to find groups and guilds in this game that find other players who aren't whaling will be a breed. I agree. You know, when you play an MMO, you will always gonna have people that are like, hey, if you're not playing meta, you're not gonna be invited. Which is, it's an asshole move, but generally those people are gonna be like top tier. Like if you're trying to join like a top tier guild or a top tier group, they're gonna want only the best, like only what's meta, right? They want to be efficient, so it's like it sucks because there's gonna be elitists like that, but I mean you can't do anything about that. That's in every game. Doesn't matter what game you play, that's in every single game you play. League of Legends, World of Warcraft, Dota 2, Lost Ark. You know, there's always gonna be a meta that people are gonna force upon you. Especially the better you become at the game and you want to push for a higher end content or high end stuff, meta will always dominate that. There's always gonna be meta no matter what you do. It's a pay-to-win mess. There are about 3 to 4 layers of progression, all of which can be easily bypassed with credit card swiping. If you don't spend, you're looking at hundreds of hours of mindless and uninteresting grinding of dailies and weeklies. MMOs always end up becoming that. Eventually, you're gonna hit endgame. You're gonna do fucking just weeklies and dailies. That's it, and that's all you're gonna log on to do. That's what happens. So just like any other MMORPG. It won't be bad over time. We will get more pulls. Yes, we'll spend money to get more chances, but I feel that even without high investment free to play, we'll be able to clear content. As far as the gacha outfits, everything I've seen so far is pretty ugly in my opinion. So this guy's talking about the outfits being ugly. Okay. It literally only matters if you're trying to rush to speed up getting the imagines. You can still just normally farm them. This game currently doesn't have PvP, so relax. If you're trying to min-max and complete against other guilds for clear times, then I can see the gacha being an issue, but besides that, nothing else. saying this game is pay to win is funny because what are we winning exactly? Clear times. So people, people care about roll first, but like I don't know. What's this? Players and classes. Do y'all think lacking of tanks and healers will be issues in global release too? From what I've seen, a majority of player base are going to choose Stormblade class. I can understand the hype, but it will be sad to see plenty of Stormblade players and lack of other class players. They really should get Great Sword, Dual Sword, Dagger classes, so free to play won't be that left out for playing their favorite class. I don't know why they don't have an Axe class, dude. That's what I don't get. Where's the motherfucking Axe class, dude? You know what I'm saying? Like, brother. Where the fuck is the Axe class? I would love to play an Axe class. DPS will always be the most popular roles in MMOs. Most people equate success and fun with big damage. It also doesn't help that healers and tanks are always the first blamed when things go wrong and almost never applauded when things go well. That being said, while there will be fewer people in these roles, they won't be completely scarce for two reasons. First is that there are people who generally enjoy playing those roles. I myself have played tank in MMOs and plan on playing on when here. Secondly, there are always people who will play these roles specifically because it's easier to find a group. Because there's always a need for these roles. Sorry for the long-winded response. I think the class I'm playing is a tank. I don't generally play tanks, but I mean, fuck it. I play what's cool. So I'm going to have to learn how to be a tank. I'm always tempted to try being a healer, but the responsibility terrifies me, so I chicken out and play DPS instead. You know what game I did play tank in? I'll be online. I actually played tank in that game. Playing the role of the Arbiter of Death is the best part. Sometimes you gotta let a DPS die to keep the tank up. If DPS die, that's their fault. If the tank dies, it's your fault. Unless the tank is just not trying. This is the split for my guild. 8 Heavy Guardians, 10 Shield Knight. Oh, damn, dude, they got a lot of tanks. Wait, what the fuck? This guy has hella people in his guild. Damn. 18 tanks, 21 supports, 41 DPS. Damn. He's almost got 80 people. You guys sound like fun. Hit me with the info to join, please, and which server you guys planning on playing. Thank you. Admit they were only hard to find due to the very limited nature of the beta. Once the release happens, it'll be easy to find them until the numbers drop and a long-term player base is established. Now, finding tanks that actually know how to use their defense abilities at the right time so healers don't need to baby them and knows how and when to position mobs and bosses to maximize uptimes are always going to be a rare breed. Happens in every Trinity game, especially as it ages, tanks and healers become harder and harder to find, since typically the roles are never fleshed out enough and become boring. So it'll probably be the first, probably find out first, but then people become a problem later. I've always liked the Holy Trinity system, but Dungeon / raid mechanics. Hello, I didn't get a chance to play the test, so forgive me. What are the class priorities for executing raid / dungeon mechanics in this game? Is it normal DPS to execute or tank and healers? Not speaking of the mechs that the whole team needs to execute. Some games best for DPS, so tank and healer can focus. Some best for DPS. I play the beta either, but from what I've seen of the gameplay, it looks like most mechanics are done by all classes. Depends on the dungeon, but for most cases, tank has always been act. Whatever it's pinball, goblin, or shield fortress, and healer support the scheme. You could say DPS only auto attack in the dungeon, cheap and unworthy. So battle score for DPS requirement if lobby need make. What the fuck is all this shit? Okay. Alrighty. Most desired class in raids. I want to always have an easy time getting into raids. What class do people always want in raids? Tank? Healer? In takes they're essential in the game. At least in the beta, there were too many DPS, and sometimes it was difficult to assemble a group due to lack of healers and tanks. Depends. We talk about Trap Dragon. The shape raid was 5 parties by 4. Team 1, 2, 3, 4. Most team making boring strats such as 1 tank, 1 healer, 2 DPS, 3 DPS for healer, and tank doesn't need certain battle scores. If method industry, you can slip in differently. So for DPS, the requirement something hard to catch above general DPS. But if they comp team 1 and 3, 1 healer and 1 tank. Yeah, I know, right? Dude, look at this. If you're a newbie, that game hasn't released. Aren't we all newbies? I agree. I'm just worried that I'm gonna be tanking and I'm gonna be dog shit at tank because I don't really play tanks that much. So I'm not gonna know mechanics. I'm just gonna get my team killed and they're gonna rage quit. Dude, I fucking hate having so many skills in fucking MMOs. This guy is saying that having 35 skills in Final Fantasy 14 is fun. And that having 10 skills sounds like it'll get repetitive rather quickly. What the Dude, some people, man. Some motherfucking people. Whew. Yeah, I mean, this game looks really fun, but fuck, dude. I'm just worried that the charm's gonna be gone after like a week or two. But I mean, it should be pretty good. We'll probably be streaming it and playing it. DPS meters. People are having DPS meters. This is not going to be a successful MMO. So, okay, so this guy says the dungeons and raids are actually surprisingly challenging. Dungeon raids are surprisingly challenging with mechanics that actually require strategy, and the hardest difficulty of each dungeon isn't even unlocked yet. The game is very social. Guild and general game content encourage you to interact with others. Okay, so that's why people say it's such a social game, because I guess it's insanely social. So we'll see how it goes. Con's big issue for me is the gacha system for the battle pets. Battle pets act like relics with long cooldowns, but they provide strong effects like extra damage or buffs. Okay, so I've seen in mobile games do this before. While you can farm robots to get them, the drop chances of these are extremely low. Crafting them will take an absurd amount of time. Also, you want to aim for 5 copies. By the time you will max a relic, it will most likely be power crept by a new one. I fucking hate when they do that shit. You should just be able to get it one time and that's it. On top of that, there's also a hidden gacha system where you can pull for human companions instead of pets. Their abilities are insanely strong. One can revive the entire party, another reduces cooldowns for an entire party, etc. That mechanic alone already killed it for me. A revivability that anyone can have. This should be a healer skill, not a paid option for just anyone. And who knows what other human companions will be there on these banners. I'm going to risk continue playing to find out. Some skins are locked behind paywalls. If the one you want happens to be premium only, it can cost quite a bit of money. Can't even buy with in-game currency. It's strictly paid currency. I spend money on games, but they're pay to win to style reward system where the more you pay, the more currency you get for exclusive outfits. It's over the top and unreasonable. Progression system is complex enough to hide the fact that you're missing out by not paying money. The game is forcing you to log in every day to get crumbs to advance your gear score. From what I've observed, players who pay will be ahead of you by about 10 to 30% gear score, and the gap will only increase with every few levels. They can keep buying daily material packs to advance their gear, skills, battles, pets, even further. Sure, you can eventually catch up, but as a competitive player, that defeats the purpose of what an ORPG should be. Too many gacha community guilds filled with degenerates. Overall, this is not an MMO experience I was hoping for. This game feels like a money flex both in being a competitive player and appearance, which are the only two things I care about in MMOs. I think the real issue is that you will simply be behind the whale community. You're always going to be behind whales, dude. It doesn't matter. It doesn't have to impact any groups or gameplay at all. There will be an entire free-to-play community for you to clear your content with. And WoW, you don't quit because the top guilds clear the raids first, right? That's such a good point. Heavens forfend their people with more time, more money, or both more than OP and be willing to spend it on a game they enjoy. Seems like your only issues are paywalls and gacha mechanics. That doesn't mean it's going to be successful. It's not going to be successful. If a game is good enough and popular, whales will whale and make it successful. The devs have to make money somehow in a free-to-play game. I think this game's going to go crazy, but I get the free-to-play games and need revenue, but WoW and Final Fantasy XIV set a high standard for what an MMO should be: engaging gameplay, meaningful progression, and a fair system for all players. When a game prioritizes pay to win or heavy gacha mechanics over that, it feels like an insult to the genre. From the perspective, it's unlikely to succeed as a true MMO. Me don't know, man. These are all a month ago when people were playing the beta. I mean, I'm excited for this, guys. I'm excited for it. I'm not like crazy hype, but I am like, I'm feeling something, you know what I mean? I'm excited to play it. I'm hoping it's going to be a good run. You know, bro, like, I think this game is definitely going to pop off for like 2 months. But, you know, the cracks will show eventually, and we'll see. I think that the time gating shit is fucking stupid, though. I think they need to get rid of that, but I don't know, dude. For some reason, anime, like, a lot of anime shit just loves time gated stuff, and I never understand that, because I feel like time gate just kills. Like, people don't want to play the game when it's time gated like that. It's so fucking lame, dude. Every game that I played that had time gate, I just never wanted to play it. But maybe Blue Protocol being an exception. Who knows? Who motherfucking knows, guys? Anyways, guys, I'm gonna peace out here. I'll definitely stream tomorrow. When you guys see me stream, I'm gonna be streaming Blue Protocol probably. Today was fun. We were just yapping a lot, just yapping and yapping. Tomorrow, I think it should be about 8 a.m. my time. But I mean, we'll see, dude. We'll see. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna peace out here. I'll see you guys tomorrow. We'll be playing Blue Protocol. Hopefully the servers aren't fucking shit, because I have a feeling we're gonna be in really bad servers. We're not gonna be able to play the game, so who knows? You know, first day of release is always terrible. Anyways, I'm gonna peace out here. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.